Now these are going to be tips of the day. These are called painter's knives. Okay, that's what I call them. Why? Because they have a flexible blade. Oops. You didn't see that. They have a flexible blade. And the reason I like them is because if you're doing a lot of masking work, which you do in house painting, is you can use these and get up underneath some tape and remove them. They also work great on scraping, okay? As you can see. Now, if you can scrape off the paint that easy, it means it's not sticking that well. But here we have another problem, because if you look very closely, you would see that I'm scraping gray. The deal is that the paint is sticking to the gray, but this panel is 25 years old, and the plastic it's old. It's fucking old. But on this, you can see where around the box, the cargo box holder, I have scraped. You can scrape like this, and you can get different tensions by shortening and lengthening the blade. But it will scrape off paint around the edges here. That's where I want my paint to stick, is around these edges. And around here, and what I've done is I've taken it around the bottom edge right here where it's going to fit. I mean, excuse me, the side edge. If you have any stress cracks like this, which was caused by my wife hitting my bike and not fessing up to it, these have got to be taken out. I mean, they've got to be scraped out or sanded out or whatever. You can get your bike as smooth as you want. I'm not going to get into fine finish mirror painting on the black part, but I will when we go into this. And it always amazes me how all of my advice is free. It's free. It's on my channel. I don't bother anybody. I'm doing my thing on my channel. You're basically seeing moments in my life which are of no big deal to anyone except probably myself. And you don't even see me. If I look like Brad Pitt or Jason Momoa, I would be using that in all of my pictures. I'll tell you what, and I'd be hitting the bars doing some damage. I would be the biggest man whore slut you ever saw in your life. Just for a week, I'd like to see what that's like. But unfortunately, I was graced with a very, 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 very intelligent brain, and as you all know or will find out, looks are everything in this society. You are either beautiful, good looking, you count, or if you're not good looking, you're invisible and you don't count. Unfortunately, that's where society works. So we all got to use what we have God-given. Whatever God you worship, it's all good. Channel's not religious, but that's why I'm not in the videos. I'm old. I still got all my hair. I'm happy about that, but I'm not Brad Pitt. I'm not some of these, you know, supermodel type people, which I wish I was. But I give away my advice, and all of a sudden I'll get somebody that comes on. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You should take those videos down. Oh, you let me explain how it's done. First thing I do is I'll go to that person's comments channel, and invariably I'll find that they don't even have one video. They won't make a video, but they'll open their mouth, and that upsets me sometimes. And I do appreciate all the people that have marked a thumbs up on my videos. If you will notice, there's always a guy that marks thumbs down, and that's Lurch. Lurch, if you've seen his picture, he looks just like Lurch on the Addams Family, or Lurch's son. And this guy, for some reason, is fixated with putting thumbs down on all my videos. He's a real asshole. Back to the subject. Hey, cat. I'll scrape off all the bad paint, and then I will take my 400 grit, and I will, I'm only using 400 because the other I can't get it to work fast enough. But what I want to do is, if you see any kind of, I'll get the next video.